Hello chess lovers, I would like to show you a very interesting chess game played by Viswanathan Anand and Lautier Joel. The game was played in 1997. Anand is playing with the white pieces and he started with e4, d5. We see this Scandinavian defense, knight c3, queen a5, d4, knight f6, knight f3, c6, bishop c4, bishop f5, knight e5. This is all standard stuff. e6 and g4. Anand goes for a very aggressive line. As for me, I also appreciate this line very much with g4 and then h4, bishop g4, and we see this h4 move and knight d7. Bishop b4 is not a good move because after bishop d2, knight e4, f3, knight takes c3, b takes c3, bishop takes c3. White has this h5 move, and of course white is better. Let's go back. Knight d7, knight takes d7, knight takes d7, h5, bishop e4, and an interesting move, rook h3. Of course, Stockfish 8 offers castling in this position, but rook h3 looks more interesting. Bishop g2. This is a bit cunning move. Black hopes for rook g3, after which black can play bishop d5 and then develop its bishop with a tempo. But we see that Anand played after bishop g2 rook e3, which is a strong move. And at the same time white is putting pressure on this e6 pawn. We will see later. Knight b6, bishop d3. Bishop b3 looks dubious because black has a strong response, c5. And we see this bishop d3 move, knight d5, and a strong move by white. Can you find that move? White goes for f3 in order to trap this bishop on g2. Bishop comes b4. By the way, taking on e3 not so good because bishop e3. Black has although a very interesting looking move, bishop a3, but after bishop c1 white has an advantage. Let's go back. Bishop b4, and now comes another strong move by white. Can you find that move? King goes to f2, both attacking the bishop on g2 and at the same time getting rid of this nasty pin. Bishop takes c3, b takes c3, queen takes c3, rook b1, queen takes d4, rook takes b7, rook d8. Instead of playing rook d8, there is a possibility of playing bishop h3 also, but here white has a very strong response. Can you find that move? Rook takes f7 is actually crushing. If for example c5, of course you can't take on f7 with your king because bishop g6 and you are losing your queen. If c5 for example, in order to protect this queen and already rook on f7 is hanging, white has another amazing move. Can you find that move? Rook f5. If knight e3, then bishop takes e3, queen b2, rook takes c5, castling, king g3, and of course white is much better. Let's go back. We see this rook d8 move, and here comes an amazing move by Anand. Can you find that move? That move is h6. It turns out that Anand needs to get rid of this pawn on g7. You will see the reason a few moves later. G takes h6, a bad move. A better move is knight takes e3, bishop takes e3, queen e5, h takes g7, rook g8, queen g1. But of course white has an advantage, although this is going to be a very sharp game. both kings are in danger. But we see this g takes h6 move, and here comes another amazing move. This is actually the continuation of this h6 move. Bishop g6, sacrificing the queen on d1. And now if you take on d1, accept the sacrifice, then this is losing on the spot. Rook takes e6, king f8, bishop takes h6 check. Now can you understand why white was trying to get rid of this pawn on g7? And now after king g8, this is a checkmate. Let's go back. What if instead of playing h6, white will immediately play bishop g6? Queen takes d1, bishop takes f7, king f8. This is very important. I want you to understand the importance of playing h6. Bishop a3, and here black has a very strong move, c5. I will tell you the reason a few moves later. Bishop takes c5, knight e7, bishop takes e7, king f7, bishop d8 check, king g8, bishop c7, queen d2 check, rook e2, queen d5. If it were a pawn on c6, then this queen d5 move wouldn't have been with a tempo, so it was very important to get rid of it in this position by playing c5. So queen d5, rook b8 check, king f7, rook h8, queen f3 check, king e1, queen f1 check, king d2, bishop f3, rook h2, bishop takes g4, and this is winning for black. So that's why h6 is so important. G takes h6, and we see this bishop g6, amazing sacrifice. Knight e7, queen takes d4, rook takes d4, rook d3, giving no chance. Rook d8, rook takes d8, king d8, bishop d3, and black resigned. Right now this bishop is hanging. If you play, for example, bishop h1, then bishop b2, rook e8, bishop f6, and after the exchange on e7, you are losing your bishop on h1, and this is winning for white. A great game by Viswanathan Anand. Your comments please, and thanks for watching. Good luck.